Growing up, all I saw were just like skinny white models. Now that there's more like companies that are inclusive and bringing diverse body types, it gave me more hope at least to kind of put myself out there.
I was sleeping in my car 6 months ago, and so I'm rebuilding my life from that whole situation. The greatest lesson that I learned in that was to love myself first. If you don't swing for the fences, you get nowhere.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Heyyy. You were here yesterday.
Yes, I was. Thank you.
And we're going to go front, side, and back.
You embody that 100%. Castings like this never come to Seattle. I wish that we would do more because we've got a community of women that would love to see more.
It's always nerve-wracking to have any kind of interview, especially when, you know, your dream is on the line, you have so much invested in it. It just felt, you know, natural. So being able to see myself on those pages, being able to have young black girls see themselves, natural hair and all, would be just phenomenal. It would be my dream actualized, so.
I was really thinking about community building and creating this safe space for all women of all body types, ages, and heights, really.
So it's like you're not really selling jeans, you're selling that inspiring feeling. It's like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. You can come, we can all wear the same jeans. My little sister, me, my mom, my grandmother, we can all fit into these jeans. No matter where you are, you can be bold, you can be fashionable, and you can be loud about it.
What Emma and Chloe are doing, it's like powerful, it's a movement, it's beautiful, it's the way of the future.
I was scrolling through my Instagram, I saw Denver. So immediately I called my husband and I'm like, baby, I'm going to Denver.
People from Colorado always love to say they're from Colorado. It's so beautiful and the people here are always nice.
Denver woman, I would say, is very carefree, very relaxed, adventurous.
That's really true to what we saw here. One girl said, like, my motto for 2020 is do things that scare you.
I've been in other castings and never have I felt like this good about it or just being myself. I was in an elevator with my kids and this lady's all like, oh, you're so pretty. If you weren't in a wheelchair, you'd be a model. And my son's face was just kind of like, what? As we got out of the elevator, he's like, Mom, you know that you could be a model if you wanted to, right? If I were to get this, it's like, look, Brian, your mom did it.
My name's Kelsey, I'm from Texas. I'm the youngest of 3.
And why did you want to apply for this?
Well, because I feel like I embody everything that this brand is about. I mean, it kind of says it on my tattoos, like I want to empower and like I believe that we're all masterpieces. You can have all these things that are like drag you down like a bad hair day, or if I can walk around bald-headed, you know, in front of people like that, I can do anything. My biggest insecurity and what I feel like doesn't fit into the fashion world, you know, everyone wants that tight skin body, and I think that although the industry is growing into being more plus size, it's really still kind of focused on the more slim-fitted plus sizes, some more barriers and that could be broken.
Growing up big and beautiful, they weren't really something that you put together. Clothing companies, they didn't really have clothing in my size that all the other children were wearing, other kids, so I ended up wearing, let's say, my mom's clothes. My mom and my aunt and my cousin, they all flew in because they didn't want me to be here alone, so they support me a lot.
I mean, I think it went pretty well. Cried a little bit. Let's do a model.
Chloe is a really big role model. I would want her to know that this movement that she's starting is making a big difference in a lot of women's lives.
My favorite thing about Canadian girls is like beautiful country of diversity.
We all find this common space that we call home, but we still don't leave behind our culture. With all of that comes a natural curiosity and I think an acceptance for other people from different backgrounds.
Can I be the good Canadian and good American?
They all became friends during that waiting time, and they would uplift each other and be like, you got this, I hope you get in the campaign, and it was so beautiful.
When someone listens to your story, you feel like special, and I want everyone to feel special. Beauty is a size 24, or for good American, size 15.
It took me a long time to love myself. I am 5 feet tall. I'm a curvy ass girl with a beautiful booty. This was an open casting where I could have been 4'11".
It's okay that you're the immigrant. It's okay that you're different. It's okay that you're lesbian. It's okay that you're plus size. It's okay that you have a story. Be you regardless of what anybody else has to say about it.
Everyone here is so nice, like truly nice.
Just being from Toronto and just seeing all of the women get truly embodied, like what Toronto represents. Like we really are a cultural like mosaic.
So there's a saying, it says, don't be bashful, you're in Nashville. So I feel like that kind of sums it up well.
I don't know what creates that Southern hospitality, but I'm so grateful for it. Be full of love and just give everyone else love. That's the true Southern spirit.
I mean, I think everybody comes here for the music.
Yeah.
But now, it's a little big city.
I think a big part of Nashville's character is the beautiful women that kind of help run it. We need to be seen as not only just being women, but the successful bosses that we are.
If I'm not good enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, stop beating yourself up. If you wouldn't say it to your best friend or your sister or your mom or someone you love and care about, stop yourself and don't say it to yourself.
Beauty standards come from greed. Companies make a lot of money off of telling you you're not good enough. Women of all shapes and sizes have money to spend, and I don't understand why companies continue to try to exclude them.
But there were so many women that said that Good American was a movement they wanted to join in. I want to be a part of that, I want to represent that, and I want to be a leader in it.
Cuban Miami culture is unlike any other. Passionate, vibrant, passionate again. We're very humbled over here also because most of our parents are immigrants. Most of our parents were fighting and running away from dictatorship. My dad, when he immigrated, he actually left in the middle of the night, swam alone to Guantanamo Bay. If I'm being completely honest, that completely humbles me.
Growing up, it was hard, you know, especially being a darker skinned girl. It's about every little girl out there that looks like me and who needs that encouragement and who needs to know that, hey, I can do this too because you look like me and you're doing it.
My life became complicated when I was 16. My mom lost a fortune in the 2008 crash, and we basically went from being middle class to absolutely devastatingly poor. And I experienced homelessness, slept on beaches, slept on piers. I had best friends who I'm still best friends with today. One of them came with me to this casting call. Without them, I wouldn't have made it. I'm not extraordinary at anything, but I do know how to love people.
Diana, I don't know that I'm gonna get cast, but I really hope I am. I told them our origin story of how we like met when we were both homeless.
Oh my god.
We really came from the bottom, Banana, like we really did.
She has helped me a lot. She's a good friend, like a sister.
If I make it, you make it, you know that. So, yeah.
I know, I'm
She's
investing
banking on it, 100%, yeah.
We actually had some incredible stories today.
You will never expect what people are actually going through.
Oh, there's so many. It's like, how do you narrow it down? When there's so many.
I don't know how you
Very
guys do
difficult,
it.
yeah.
Like how many spots we have.
We'll probably pick between 5 and 10.
I already have 10 here.
We might have to do like 3 campaigns.